Hey, what's up, guys? Guy01 here, and welcome to a special live video. I don't go live too often, so I hope this all works out well, but this is the Season 4 Cup Series of the NFRL NASCAR Fantasy Racing League, and this is the wild card race where three people are trying to get into the playoffs. The winner of this race will advance, and the other two will officially have their playoff hopes ended. It'll be over. It's going to be a good race, and the Pudge is going to be joining me up here in the commentator booth, so it should be fun. We got Downies for the pace car, and yeah, just sit here for a few minutes while we get everything set up, and we will be going green momentarily.
Mr. Car Freak.
What's up, Pudge? We are live
There
over on
we
my
are.
channel, too.
You fired up yours too?
Yep, I even put the promo I made for the wild card in there. I did a little quick intro to bring everybody up to speed, and let's send it, brother.
All right, man. Here we go. All right. All right, guys. This is the wild card shootout for the Cup between Lone Wolf, Huds, and Van Gogh. Now, Lone and Van Gogh are teammates currently, and Huds will be joining them next season. I am accompanied by shut up, you. Our league owner, like 96-time champion, 446,303 race winner, Mr. Car Freak.
And the drivers out on track are accompanied by the pace car, driven by Down East. And not only is it driven by Down East, but Down East also designed that car. And one of the cool details about it is it's the playoff yellow color that we're using on all the cars once the playoff begins. So it should be fun to see that on track.
Beautiful job on that logo there, bud.
Here's the funniest part about all of this. Right now, Lone and Van Gogh are teammates, and then Hudge is going to be joining that team next season, but all three of those guys are going to be on the same team, and they are running three different manufacturers. It is literally Pontiac versus Ford versus Chevy. This is going to be a showdown.
There's only two that are missing. That's Dodge and Toyota.
A couple of other things to note before this gets going here. The wild card is designed for drivers who meet certain requirements to get into the race, so they have to participate in a certain number of races during the season, and it's also only for drivers who are outside the top 6 in the playoff bracket, and then only the winner of this race will advance. The other two, their playoff hopes are officially over. And yeah, coming off of turn 3, Down East, he's either going to dive it down the pit road, go on the apron and let these guys go by, and let's have us a good race, folks. This is Guy01 and the Pudge up in the booth. Lone, Huds, and Van Gogh all battling for the race win here. 45 laps at Blue Moon.
Boogity, boogity, boogity.
Pay no attention to the
Ooh,
135.666.
Bad start on the HUDs. You must have been sleeping. Van Gogh gets a little squirrely
Whoa.
there.
Lone is driving away, and HUDs and Vanguard are trying to get together already to try to draft up to him.
Now, yes, all these guys do work together on the regular season, but it is pretty much every man for himself.
Ooh, got a little squirrely. Lone and Vanguard both got into the wall. Yikes, that was close.
HUDs almost took out Van Gogh.
Even though they're all spread out, it looks like all three of them are actually still in the draft, so that's good to see.
Mm-hmm. Now, I know Lone is really fast here. He did make it to the championship 4 last season.
Yeah, and he has a lot of history with the championship 4 because in the NRL, I believe he advanced to the championship 4 round, I want to say 5 seasons out of 6. So Lone has more experience at this track than actually anybody in the NFRL. So if there was ever one driver ready and poised to take this, it would be Lone.
Now, I did look back in the stat sheets. Pass.
Wow, look at the speed from that 42 car. Chevy goes to the lead.
Chevy goes burr.
Pontiac goes, oh no, because Van Gogh's holding it out of 1. Van Gogh went low, and usually that's not the preferred line. Usually the outside can get a big run on there, but no, Lone stayed behind him.
Lone going in with a draft. Bump drafting him. Trying to stay away from HUDs, which HUD has fallen off relatively fast.
On my cam, we're going to go into the cockpit cam where the camera's mounted on the center of the cockpit of the car, and as you can see, Lone has a Ken Block tribute helmet. That's cool to see, especially Ken Block's 43 on the side there, so that's awesome. And Van Gogh is just leaving him as we stay in this camera, so everybody watching this just wave goodbye, because he's gone.
Oh, into the wall, a little bit by Van Gogh.
He's still in the draft.
The qualifying stat sheet from earlier this season, back in February 20th. When Lone qualified 3rd with a 45.323. HUDs with a ninth, not much, about a half a second behind with a 45.781, and Van Gogh qualifying right behind him, 0.2 slower with a 45.988.
Wow, so Lone has a clear-cut advantage.
But that was 3 months ago. We're currently on board with, oh, that was a big shove. With Van Gogh inboard. And I can see Lone in his rearview mirror. I just see Lone creeping up and then going away. And creeping up and going away in the corner.
I don't know. I mean, I know Lone is in second, but Van Gogh looks a lot more, he's not as sturdy as Lone is. Lone's able to hold his line. Van Gogh's kind of all over the place. He's kind of bouncing between the top line and the middle line.
Right now, 7 laps in, we got Van Gogh first, Lone second, HUD's third, and Lone with the fast lap of a 45.141. Car Freak, that is faster than you on the qualifying week 3.
That's actually insane. And yeah, I know only one driver advances, and again, you don't want to be in this position if you were being honest here, but The one thing is, all three of these guys... Oh, Lone almost spun. That was close. But the one thing is,
Good
all
save.
three of these guys are getting Blue Moon practice, and the one that advances, this is an extra race where they're having track time on Blue Moon with traffic, so it might help the winner being in this, but again, you never want to be put in a position where you have to win this race to get into the playoffs. Oh, they're side by side.
Ooh, Lone up top, way up top.
Ooh, can he keep the gas in it? He's there. And he's going to get him to the line.
It's a drag race down.
Oh, no. Van Gogh held him off. I was not expecting that.
42 car's fast. It looks like Huds is catching back up a little bit.
I mean, if the 42 and 43 keep racing like this, Huds will be there in no time. My lord, they're beating and banging all over each other. And if you notice something else, Lone is the only veteran out of these three because Van Gogh and Huds are currently in the race for Rookie of the Year this season.
And I tell you what, being a Season 3 Rookie of the Year, it is a hard battle. I had to battle Fabianski, and the decision would have been with the final race.
And then you have a resume for Season 3 that no other rookie will... They won't get anywhere close to that.
Ooh,
I can guarantee you that. I am actually... I don't want to say I'm shocked because I don't know if Van Gogh is fast or slow here. I haven't seen him race here much, but seeing Van Gogh be this fast against Lone, one of the all-time league vets, it's just a little bit shocking. But again, this is Blue Moon. Anybody can win. It's not locked to just one driver. As Lone, oh my god, I thought he was going to really wreck in that turn. Van Gogh's pulling away from him down the straight again. Oh, Van Gogh with the fast lap.
He did. Lone did have a bad corner there.
Ooh,
he's got to find
really
his
high.
groove.
And Van Gogh is just driving away. As we look back, Huds is, if this gap is correct, he's only 2.6 seconds behind, but again, on my replay, I'm not showing any of the info on the bottom, so we can't see the fuel levels or the tire wear or nothing like that, because we don't want to reveal anything to anybody else, but yeah, fuel consumption is going to be a big part of this race, because whoever can play the fuel strategy right is going to win.
Now, we do have to remember that they do have to do a mandatory pit stop, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, due to one of the chassis updates that the game did, our league made the mandatory decision that every driver must make a required tire change in every stage and the race portion of the race. So, yeah, at some point, all three of these drivers must come down the pit lane and they must change tires, so it adds a whole new element to these races that we do.
Now, I was talking to Lone before the race, down in the pits, and he said he can make this on one stop.
If that's true, that's insane. That is absolutely insane. But again, like I said, Lone is the seasoned veteran. Come back and win this, it would be a big staple and a big addition to his resume that he's done in this racing. Oh, Huds is really loose in the back.
Huds hit the wall hard.
He's all right. It's a nice save. I think the wall assisted him, but it was a good save.
Oh
my
did
lord!
Come down on that wall. Looking back at my stream.
Meanwhile, Van Gogh is continuing to gap Lone because the gap a second ago was half a second. Now it's up to 1.1 seconds.
Oh, buddy, that is aggressive. We're on board with the Huds in this, believe it or not, AMC Javelin paint scheme. In the Penske Ford 66. Basic, but I like it. Huds is a big supporter of the National Autistic Society. And that's great. I love that. Coca-Cola, the good old rust remover. It's a simple, nice car. It's not overdone. Lone, I don't think I have seen this car from Lone before.
No, but I have seen that design because ever since Lone started racing in the NRL about 3 years ago, he's always represented STP, Petty GMS, the Petty team, and he's always raced the Petty blue and the STP orange colors. So seeing those colors isn't new, but that certainly is a new design on that 43 car.
Big shout out to Fabianski for making these templates, and I'm pretty sure he made that car. Fabianski, we call him the Picasso of the NFRL.
Yeah, because I truly think he's better than Picasso. He makes some of the best looking cars on GT7, not just for NASCAR leagues, I'm talking on GT7. And also, I am being told that the NFRL booth has just confirmed that lap 20 will be a competition yellow flag. So on lap 20, the yellow flag will come out, and I'm pretty sure everybody's going to use that moment to come down to the pit lane and get some gas and tires. Meanwhile, the gap has been extended to 1.5 seconds between Van Gogh and Lone. Van Gogh is quite literally driving away. And
Huds is catching Lone. The gap was 3.5 seconds, like 2 laps ago. It is down to 2.4 and dropping.
I mean, out of all the tracks we race at, this is undoubtedly Hud's best track. For some reason, even if he's slower on some of the road courses, which he is, Hud's finds speed here, somehow. And again, this comp yellow should really group things up. It's going to put all 3 of these drivers back bumper to bumper, have another restart. You never know what could happen. 1.7 seconds. Van Gogh just gained 0.2.
Lone did get really loose out of 1.
And again, looking at Lone, this must be a really bittersweet moment for him because, again, as a longtime vet, you know you're good, you know you have the ability to win races, but getting outrun by your new rookie teammate this season, he probably feels really good knowing that he's currently coaching and giving a new guy some speed on his team, but the bad part is he's losing to him. So yeah, Lone's probably just mixed emotions right now, but staying focused.
Now Van Gogh sporting not just rookie stripes, but a rookie stripe singular all the way across that bumper. He's done it all season. I think it's a good little touch.
Tell you what else is a good touch is that Chevy SS design. And again, we mentioned Fabi being the Picasso. Literally, he makes all of our cars. So yes, it's obvious this car that they're driving is the Nissan Silvia touring car. However, we don't look at it that way. He literally, Fabi, he makes these cars look like different actual manufacturers. Like on this camera view right now, that looks like a Chevy SS NASCAR from 2013 driving by. That looks like a Pontiac Grand Prix driving by from the NASCAR era. Like, it just, they look real. And again, all credit and everything that we can possibly say about Fabi. He is, in my opinion, the best livery creator on this game.
I'm just getting loose in the back.
Well, looks like the pace car is out because coming around turn 3, once the 42 crosses the line, it will be a yellow flag. There it is. Yellow should be out now. Drivers will slow down and meet the pace car in turn 1. And pits should open this time. I'll tell you who the happiest person is right now is Huds. Van Gogh probably doesn't like it because he had a fast car and was running away with it, but hey, if he has that much speed in the first section of this race, he can easily get it right back.
Look how Hud set the fast lap of a 45.079 with no draft.
Oh my gosh. If that's with no draft, imagine what he could do if he was actually up there with them.
That was on lap 14. That's insane.
On that one lap with no draft, he was 0.2 quicker than Lone and 0.4 quicker than Van Gogh. That is ridiculous.
Now, it could be that he's burning more fuel, but I think I do think Huds is faster than them. He's just having some bad luck. But it's one thing to get a singular fast lap. It's the whole consistency.
And everybody's coming in, and we're going to watch the 43 car on my stream. We're going to see what he gets. I'm assuming he's going to get a full tank and some tires. And for those watching, the little numbers by the player list on the left side, that indicates the fuel remaining. And clearly, as you can see, Lone is playing the fuel strategy the best right now, as he has more fuel than both Van Gogh and Huds.
That might explain why Huds was so fast. Look how low his fuel is. 16%. Van Gogh's got 19. But, like we said, this is one of, if not the best track Huds races at.
Now you see the numbers updated.
Everybody filled.
See, what's scary about that is we can't calculate how many gallons are used per lap and whatnot, but they went, say Huds, he went from 100 to 16 on a 20-lap run, and now they're about to do 25 laps. So I'm not really sure if Huds, I'm not sure if anybody can make it, but Huds and Van Gogh might be in way more trouble than Lone. Lone might be able to coast and actually make it after just that stop.
That's true.
And now as they come down the back, we have the choose cone in this league where at that point back there on that crosswalk, drivers choose their lanes in which they want to restart. Looks like they chose a little late there, but all good. Lone's going to be by himself on the outside, but I'm sure Huds is going to be very desperate to push that 42 car on this restart.
Oh, the pace car. Sounds nice. Titanium exhaust. Cars. Van Gogh and Lone touching a little bit. It's okay. Little friendly tap. There's another one.
Oh yeah, and
pace
again,
car dives off.
There's so many great sponsors we have for this league, and again, having a shot to race to try to win one of those prizes is everything. So all three of these guys are going to be giving it everything they have in these last 25 laps. Green flag.
Big start by Lone. Oh boy.
I don't know why they were snailing along like that. I think they were going at least half the pace speed, but all good.
Could be wrong gear. Could be they were just sleeping.
Ooh, Huds is shaky. Oh, Van Gogh got into him. Once again,
second.
See, on the last restart, it was the opposite. Lone got out to a big lead, and Van Gogh blocked Huds off. This time, Huds got around him. And with that lap time by himself, he might be able to catch up to Lone now, but I think second and third need to work together, because Lone has enough speed, in my opinion, to drive away. Oh my god, is everybody in the wall? My lord! It's alright, no yellow. All three of them are still in it.
This is a spectacle, I tell you what. I'm upset that we didn't do a Huds into the wall, had to brake hard.
Oh, there goes Van Gogh. Van Gogh's up to second.
Get in that draft, Huds.
Come on, Huds, don't lose it. You're still there. You can get them.
If they work together, it can be a three-way battle for first.
I don't know, though, because it seems to me like Van Gogh might be the fastest car on the track when it comes to traffic, but he can't wait on Huds. Huds needs to stay with him. If Huds falls off, he's just gone, because Van Gogh's not going to be able to carry him up to the front. Let's check out these lap times, just do a quick comparison. So on lap 23, Lone with a 45.6, Van Gogh with a 45.1, and Huds with a 45.7. Van Gogh is 5/10 quicker than the leader and 6/10 quicker than third. Van Gogh's, like, easily the fastest car right now.
I think Huds' speed comes from the long runs.
Ooh, Van Gogh's purple on this lap.
Oh boy.
But he does have the draft.
Can he break the 44s? Ooh, too much speed. Everyone's in the wall. Everyone's in the wall.
Oh! And somehow Van Gogh still has a lot more speed than Lone. Is he going to push? Is he going to go for the pass?
He is going to push.
Huds is probably not liking that, but just to remember, folks, these guys will be on the same
Huds
team
is
next
back up there
season.
with it. Oh! They connect a little bit.
Just remember, Huds is not on Petty GMS right now. Huds is on Penske, so he is not teammates with Lone and Van Gogh. Keep that in mind. Big dynamic to this.
Now,
I can't believe Huds got back up to him.
Hud, oh my goodness! Hud's on the outside.
Oh, he's there! Oh, Van Gogh shut the door on him. Huds high. Just keep your foot in it. You're good. Is he there?
Oh
He's there.
Goodness.
Huds the second want to move.
He is moving.
Oh,
Look
he's
at
about to
him
go
just
challenge that
real
43 up for the lead.
Lone
God.
didn't like that push.
Oh, Hud shaky on the bottom. He's going to try not to get into the Lone. Look at that run by Lone. He's just gone off that high line.
As the kids say nowadays, he's him.
Yeah, I hear that a lot now when all of those younger people have those little trendy phrases, as they call them. Yeah, I've heard that.
Now,
They're
Hud's
all
did,
three together.
Hud's did.
Oh, he's off the
He's
wall.
holding speed. Is he going to clear him? He cleared him. Oh my god. Look at him just reel him in.
Is he going to go for the pass?
He's gonna push.
Oh, no, he pushed. Van Gogh's not pushing.
Van Gogh wants around that 66.
Oh. Hud still stays in front of the 42. Now Van Gogh's going to push this time. That's good.
Oh, we're going to get a three-car train going. Oh, bump draft, ping pong.
Don't forget one thing they say, the second place car is usually the second place car is prone to possibly getting spun due to the lag in this game. Hudds needs to be careful. Van Gogh is way behind them all of a sudden. Hudds is on the wall, literally. Oh!
Hud's with the fast lap of a 44.988. Wow. It's going to be the upset of the year if this man makes it to victory lane. Oh, Van Gogh with a
Where did he come from? Now he's got Lone's
they're
draft.
banging. They're door banging.
Oh! Hud's is still in front of him. How did Hud's get in front of him? Hud's is going to the inside.
This might not end well. Hud's car's kind of tight in the 3.
Ooh, Lone carried the momentum, but Hud's is going to stay in his draft. Van Gogh is off by a few car lengths.
He's catching him. Oh, he's pushing. This just got really interesting.
Hud's going low
dives
again.
Way down. Oh, can he carry it? Oh!
They touch, but Lone still has that outside line
It's
speed.
a drag race down the backstretch.
Van Gogh should stay loyal to his teammate. Oh, this is insane racing. Just remember, folks, for our Cup Series, we currently have 10 to 12 drivers that show up every week. This excitement is from just 3 drivers as Van Gogh and Hud's door each other again.
Oh, Hud sent it in there.
Oh, I thought they were going to be 3 wide. Lone went low. He usually doesn't do that. Van Gogh should get a nice run on him.
Come on, Hud, get back up there. You're fast. Oh, Van Gogh.
Van Gogh!
With the move.
Oh, he's going to try the crossover. Lone's going to try to get below. Oh, what a shunt by the 43. That took all of Lone's speed away. Hud's up to second. Oh, my God. Oh, I hope Lone can stay with Hud's because they're going to have to work together now to get up to the lead.
There's about 16 laps left.
It looked like one of those lag shunts. We see it week in and week out where the driver behind tries to push that car, and then Lone just lost all of his speed because of the laggy hit, but they're still in it.
Hud's got damage.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's going to try and block.
I don't know. I think Lone was debating if he wanted to push or not, and then he saw how slow he was.
Oh, Hud's damage needs to go away fast.
Come on, Hud's. Just keep it off the wall. He can do it. This is one of Hud's best tracks. Lone needs to stay with him, though.
I mean, it's the only way they can catch up to him, up to Van Gogh. It's the only way. Hud's reeling him in.
The gap is shrinking, but yeah, they got to stay together.
Hud's damage goes away. Oh! Keep it off that wall. Woo! Man, all these fans paid for the whole seat, but all they need is the edge.
Yeah, and also
I'm
that gap
surprised they're
between
even sitting down.
the gap between Huds and Van Gogh is still shrinking. Okay, they took different lines.
Big shunt.
Ooh, what happened to Lone? He lost speed.
He hit him right before the turn.
Oh. I mean, the good thing is, it's not like there's only 3 or 4 laps left. These guys have a long time to still try to build up the speed.
Van Gogh has the fast lap.
44.7.
Lap
Hides.
30 in lap. Oh, what is going on back there? What happened?
Hud's got in the wall. Oh, so I'm going to go for the pass. Lone is not going to push him. Oh my gosh.
He might be thinking Huds is faster in the draft. He'll push, get back up there, and we can battle it out again.
I mean, Lone didn't get any push down the straightaway, and he's actually shaving off nearly a tenth going down this straightaway.
Come on, Huds, give him a fight. Get back up there.
I don't like this for Lone, because, again, Lone's fast, but I don't know if he can catch Van Gogh in a 1v1 situation here without any draft. The gap's staying about the same. No, Van Gogh's driving away a little bit. It's back up to 1.1. Lone needs Huds. Without Huds, Lone can't catch him, I don't think.
Huds is reeling him back in.
Don't forget, y'all, though, at the end of the last sector before the caution, Lone had the best fuel mileage. That could very well play a part in this.
Huds misshift. I heard it. Huds is dropping like a rock. Gonna go back up to the 43. He's catching him very slowly, but he's catching him. Well, he just shaved a lot of time off there. About 4 tenths, 3 tenths.
Oh my lord, and it's still going down. Down to 6 tenths. Oh, went up a little bit.
Oh.
So, they're engineered so differently for 2 cars that are on the same cup team.
Oh, that half a second separates them now. And we're dropping. Lone is partially in the draft, but Huds is not, and Huds was gaining on
Is
Lone.
it possible that Van Gogh's trying to fuel save?
Maybe he kicked it into 2? Lone is right on his bumper.
I'm genuinely shocked that Lone was able to chase him down without any drafting help. That 43 is really geared to try to win today.
Now, if Lone wins, we will only have 1 rookie in the playoffs, and that would be Swan.
Yeah, and again, we can't make any official announcements, and we can't, like, count our chickens before they hatch, but that would basically confirm that Swan would be this season's Cup Rookie of the Year. But again, that's all speculation right now, because Lone is going to have to beat Van Gogh first to make sure that happens, and Van Gogh is still holding his own in front of that 43. And again, points all reset going into the playoffs, and Van Gogh is very much in the fight for Rookie of the Year. And right now, Van Gogh, if he were to win the wild card against one of our best vet cup drivers...
Oh, that was a great run out of 2, or out of 1. Oh,
yep, here he comes to the inside. Lone to the lead with ease. Oh, my lord. Oh, and he's pulling on him, even though Van Gogh has the draft. Van Gogh's just... he's trying to stay with them. That 43 is so fast. Oh, last time by that was the 10 to go, so this time there's going to be 9 laps to go. Van Gogh... Is he going to go for the pass? Is he going to go for the push?
No, he's going to push. That's surprising, because any other time, Van Gogh would just go around him.
Hud's a little shaky back there. He might be getting low on gas.
I think I think these 2 GMS guys are trying to pull away from that fast 66.
Yeah, because
So
when
they're
the
pretty
66 was
separated
with
now.
them, the 66 was actually staying with them, so that's probably a good team plan for these guys.
Then they'll just battle it out on the last lap.
And again, just for realism purposes on my stream, we're not showing the bottom info. We're not showing the fuel consumption because real life, we never know what the fuel level on these cars are, so we're keeping it all realistic. Hodge to the pits! Hodge to the pits! He has 22 gas. Oh my lord.
I'm doing the same as Car Freak. There's no information about gears or anything, fuel. I'd say tires, but we're not running tire wear. It's to keep the realism, and we wouldn't want anybody to watch back on a stream and try and poach these tunes. Oh, bad corner for Van Gogh.
Man, Hud's pitted early. I'm really curious if Lone could make it to the end. And if Hud's can't make it, Van Gogh only had 3 more levels of fuel than he did, so Van Gogh certainly can't make it.
Van Gogh is letting out. He is coasting on the front stretch in the draft. He's trying to save as much fuel as he can.
I don't know. I think there was a difference of 9 between Lone and Van Gogh. That's a lot of gas to make up on this track. I hear him. I hear the early shifting, and I can hear him subtly coasting there. Oh, the strategies are all up in the air. And again, folks, 42 and 43, they're on the same cup team right now. They have similar strategies. They always go over what their tunes are. And these guys have 2 very different strategies today. Van Gogh's falling off. I think he might have kicked that sucker into 5 or 6 even.
Actually, he's catching him now. He's still catching him.
If he's not leaning or getting off the gas in any of these straightaways, I'm shocked. Because again, he needs to make up fuel somewhere. Doing the same thing he did for the first 20 laps, that will not get you to the win of this race. Lone with a big wiggle going into 3. I actually thought he was about to get really sideways and possibly lose it. Van Gogh's not going in the pits.
He's pulling away. Oh, now Van Gogh's reeling him back in. Never mind, he is pulling away.
Oh, this is getting edgy. There's only 5 laps to go, folks.
Oh. I'm so glad I'm not in this race.
All same. There's a lot of league vets in here that don't really have the tenacity to deal with this right now. You're on edge because you're racing for your life. You lose this race, it's over. You win this race, you're still in the fight. Alright, and this time by, we're going to give you a full lap of the 43 car's cockpit. We're going to go with the center mounted cam. And then we mentioned this earlier, the Ken Block tribute helmet. Just love bringing that up because, again, we lost him. It's a shame what happened, but again, we did a tribute race in his honor earlier this season. Here Lone's engine.
That race.
Lone seems like he's racing a little bit lower shift maybe, but maybe that's part of his fuel strategy.
Yes. You can tell by the lights when he shifts. He doesn't rev it out. He is pulling.
Oh my, he's gone.
Away.
Okay, Van Gogh has to be in fuel save. Lone is picking up a couple of tenths down the straightaway.
Oh, he's... oh. Reeled him into that corner a little bit. Now he's going to pull away again.
Alright, we're going back to spectator cam. 3 laps to go, folks. That's all it takes. 45 laps to decide the final playoff driver, and it's going to become the 7th driver in it. 45 laps comes down to this, only 3 more to go, and 2 petty teammates running away with it. Penske's giving a good fight, but because he had to pit, he's just off pace right now. The question is, how many people can make it to the end, if anybody, and has Lone dialed in the perfect fuel strategy for this race? Also, we have 6 people watching on my channel right now, so what is up, everybody?
I got 3. In the chat, say hello. Unless you're a bot, don't say hello.
2 laps to go.
Dropping. He's down to 2 seconds.
I don't think Van Gogh can make it, but Lone needs to look at that, because if Lone pushes it too hard, he might run out of gas. If Van Gogh's saving, you should save. That's all it comes down to.
But you got to remember, 5 extra laps, had over a quarter of a tank. I think he's got it.
He might. Van Gogh continues to fall off. I don't think Van Gogh's going to make it. This is insane. 45 laps, and now coming out of the final corner. This is the first lap the first flag you want to see for sure. But here we go. 1 lap to go, presented by Pepsi, the drink of champions. Lone Wolf, who has been to more Championship 4 rounds than any of us in this league, is 1 lap away from winning the wild card race and advancing to the playoffs. Van Gogh's hanging in there, but he may run dry before they come around to the checkered. He gave it a great shot, but Lone, and the veteran that he is, he just calculated this. He probably tuned this car all week with his team. And as we pull up the stat sheet here, Lone in the NFRL, he does have 3 point race wins all time, including at least 20 victories in the NRL. And out of the final corner, he's going to do it, folks, in that STP car for Petty GMS. Lone Wolf is your wild card winner, and he will advance as the 7th and final playoff driver. What a race.
Wow. I think... Oh, never mind. Pace car come out so he can finish. Looking back at the Ken Block tribute race, the Hoonigan 300, Lone finished 10th overall. Actually, he finished 10th, first stage, second stage, and the full race.
Honest God, he probably used that for motivation. He probably looked at it and he's like, this is one of my best tracks. This is where champions are made. This is where all the championship races are held. Why did I finish here? And now when it came down to the most, when his life was on the line, he was able to drive that thing to victory lane.
Look at that. Look at that beautiful, beautiful Ken Block tribute race suit. Man. Stage 1, Huds was 2 positions ahead of him. In the final, he was also 2 positions ahead of him. Stage 2, he was 1 behind him. Van Gogh was 12th, and 11th last time we came here. That was insane. I did not foresee any of that.
Well, folks, just to briefly explain a tradition we have in the NFRL, winning a race is a big moment in this league, and we always give the winner a full opportunity to get bumped by his competitors and then do a victory burnout, so we are going to start that here in a second. And also, we're going to get the winner himself in here for a race winner interview while he burns his car down, because that was incredible driving.
That was insane. Absolutely insane. I'm gonna start their cooldown.
Yes, sir. Don't keep them waiting, because that was insane.
That was crazy.
And again,
it's that beautiful blue and orange.
With all the stats that we brought up, Swan is officially the only driver to make the playoffs in Season 4. That's a big accomplishment in itself. But then Lone Wolf coming into Blue Moon, having to drive against 2 of our, I would say, faster rookies, faster here at least. He had to battle them head-to-head, including one of his own teammates who literally has his technology and his tunes, and Lone still came out on top. And literally, he won that because of fuel strategy. Van Gogh didn't have enough gas to fully send it till the end. That was insane. Oh!
Big hit. I don't know if those are tensions or just HUDs being HUDs. It's kind of a dirty move.
Hey, tensions are high, and again, if you lost, you know, your season's basically over, so I can understand any kind of hot-headedness.
Look at those 2 Petty GMS cars. Van Gogh did fight, and he fought hard.
And Lone's going to speed it up and come down to the front straightaway. And like you said, all the people here at the track today, they paid for a full seat, but all they needed was the front edge of it. They are certainly not on their seats anymore. They are standing on their feet. Man.
Congratulations.
So, Lone, this is Formal Guy and Pudge up in the booth. We are still live with this race. We want to send a humongous congratulations out to you for winning this race. And just, how does it feel? You are officially in the playoffs, just like that.
Feels good, man. Been a long time coming. Oh. Hadn't had a strong season overall, but I will get into the playoffs every fucking time I can.
How much were you just feeling pressured and also nervous having to battle your own teammate, and not just a teammate, but a rookie that you've been coaching this whole season and trying to make him as fast as you can, and then you had to go against him 1v1 head-to-head, and you ultimately ended up winning?
It was actually kind of scary considering Van Gogh set a faster lap than me by, I think, 3/10 solid. Huds Huds had a good shot in there when he made that challenge for the lead. It definitely made me work for it, and not sure how much fuel was left in the car, but yeah.
Now, do you think this race came down to a straight fuel strategy?
Yes.
Because we did notice Van Gogh falling off those last 4 or 5 laps.
Yeah, he started saving. I was saving a bit, and Huds kind of took the gamble to go in for the pit and just run it.
I think I can say this. That was a spectacle to watch. Because before that comp caution, Van Gogh was pulling on you.
Yeah, he actually had me worried. My plan coming in was to fuel efficiency this thing. And I'm glad it ended up working out. Because if it would have come down to straight line speed, Van Gogh had it.
Oh, yeah. Undoubtedly. But you do take those corners a lot better than he did. We noticed that he would get loose, tight, not run the same lines constantly. He did not do very well in traffic. But you, in traffic, out of traffic, you were consistent overall.
Yeah.
And I was trying to convey to everybody watching how, with your track history, with this track specifically, I mentioned more championship 4 rounds. You've been to more championship rounds than anybody in here. You have the most track time at this track, arguably. You have probably some of the best lap times in history, if all of that has been recorded. And I was trying to convey to everybody that you should easily be the #1 pick to win this race. Like, if anybody else would have won it, it would have been one of the biggest upsets in NFRL history. But you coming in here as easily the favorite out of the 3, showing your speed, showing your dominance, and then not only winning the race, but it comes down to winning the race not just by speed, but by the best fuel strategy against your own teammate. I mean, this is easily one of your best wins in this league, in my opinion.
Yeah. A lot of it, you're right. It does come down to just massive amount of experience. Although the rookies made me work for it.
I'm super impressed. I'm glad I wasn't in your shoes. I don't know if I would have won that. You guys are fast. This is a track like Daytona. It's a wild card. But it does come down to fuel strategy. as you continue to just burn that car to the ground. Just same down. I'm getting dizzy watching you from the booth. All the viewers at home, get a bucket because you might need it.
Well, watching his car right now, the front of it looks like an NFRL NASCAR. The back of it looks like Stanley from... But, just, we can't say congratulations enough. And again, great racing by Van Gogh and Huds today. But, you know, Lone is easily the vet of this group. He showed those rookies up, and can't say congratulations enough. But on my side of things, for Formula Guy 01, I'm going to officially sign off with this race. NFRL Cup Series Season 4 wildcard. I want to thank Pudge for joining me up in the booth. I want to thank Lone for doing this interview with us. And I, more importantly, want to thank all of the other regular season drivers that showed up to this event. We had a lobby of 13 people, and only 3 were racing, and all the other guys still showed up to watch this live. So just want to say a huge thanks to the great people we have in this league, and we're continuing to grow. And also, with that, the playoffs officially begin next week, so that means this current season will be ending soon, and that means that we could potentially be looking for new drivers. So anybody out there, if you would like to join the NFRL, please message CarFreak13 on PlayStation and mention the NFRL, and we will set you up with an interview and a driving process. And with that, we're going to sign off, and we're also going to watch Lone and his teammate burn it down. Although I'm sure the 42 car had to go back to the pits first, because there was no way he had enough gas to do a burnout.
I think they also may have thrown some new tires on it.
Pudge, anything you want to say before I go down?
Oh, no, I just want to wish you the best of luck, Lone, to making it to the Final Four.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm also in there, but hey, if we get the original 4 like my rookie season, it might be
Interesting.
the rematch of a lifetime. Because me and Fabi do have unfinished business. But we do have to watch out for that rookie Swan. He is fast. Incredibly fast.
By the way, for all that don't know, Swan is on Stuart Haas, so I'm going to end the stream by saying the one and only appropriate phrase. That's Haas, baby. That's from a guy on 1, and we will see you guys next time for the NFRL NASCAR Fantasy Racing League.